What's up, everybody? We're going live on YouTube. This is a live video. Psych. It's not.
Not really, but...
Not really. We're back with another fucking final Monday. Actually, it would be a wah because this record isn't wah today. It's actually kind of like
But we still own it, because...
We still own it.
You own it. Or you own
if I
it
own it, that means
before
we own it.
Well, before we combined our collection.
Yes. All right, everybody. So the record, can you guess it? Anybody?
You never give hints, like good enough hints.
Yeah,
You're
but it's
always like, this is a band. Who can guess? Here we go.
Did you guess in some way, shape, or form by 4 Year Strong?
Because I would not have.
Because if you did, you're correct. All right. So there's a lot going on in this album cover.
But the only
Just
thing
a
I hate...
shit ton of shit.
The only thing I hate are the candy canes. I don't know why.
There's like a hockey stick. There's guitar, or that's a mandolin. There's fucking videotapes. There's a fucking baseball bat. Craziest thing. What's the craziest thing you can find on this album cover? Because it's gonna be more interesting than the album itself. There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It looks like guy right there.
You know what this looks like? This looks like, I like the mug. This is what the fuck happened last night. This looks like one of those like I Spy books.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a bunch of random shit, and then you have to find the stuff. And then the back is just kind of like
on the back they have their logo, one of their logos. That's actually the second. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that's the second tattoo I ever got when I was 18 years old.
Their
Second paycheck went to it.
faces, I don't understand their faces in this because they all are very different facial expressions.
Yeah.
Like, he was terrified.
Dan is just like, what the fuck?
Bored, stoned out of his mind, and just living in the moment, I guess. I don't know.
This vinyl color is actually one of the coolest ones we own.
No, it's just
you know,
black.
it's just the typical
Pretty sure
black.
it's just on black.
I feel like, is this the first black one we've done? Just like solid black?
I think so, even though most of the ones we own are solid black.
Let's start talking about this record.
Cool.
What do you want to start with?
We usually start with favorites and least favorites these days,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll start with favorites and least favorites these days.
Favorites and least favorites. Let's do this thing as typical and usual.
Wait,
we got
how
our
did you do
notebooks.
this?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're trying to do like a backdrop thing
Like
so
that.
that it'll stand up.
Boom.
Oh, cool.
We're trying to figure it out. So what were your 3 least favorite songs?
My 3 least favorites were Just Drive, Sweet Kerosene, and I just wrote Heaven for the title. I don't know what the full title is.
Heaven Wasn't Built to Hold Me.
Oh yeah, that's why I logged out of my memory, because it's really cringe.
Damn. So it was Just Drive, Heaven, and Sweet Kerosene.
Yeah, those are my least favorites.
My least favorites were Bring On the World, Unbreakable, and Sweet Kerosene.
Oh yeah, I think
Noise.
I actually
We have
might
one.
have changed. Actually, we'll see, because I put stars next to the ones I hated too, and I put 2 stars next to Unbreakable, 2 stars next to Kerosene, 2 stars next to Drive. Maybe I changed my mind. Okay, well, then those are my 4 least favorite.
Those are your 4 least favorites?
Yeah.
Alright.
I have to put them all together because they're just not good.
No, good.
Not
Alright,
good.
which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, I guess we had Sweet Kerosene in common, so let's go over that one.
Alright. Why did you not like it?
I didn't like it because it sounded like Chad Kroeger wrote it.
Look at this graph.
It literally sounds like Chad Kroeger wrote it. It's so bad. It
Yeah.
sounds like something he fucking vomited up. The lyrics suck. It's just trashy radio rock that, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It felt boring.
It was boring. The pre-chorus is weird. The guitar's doing a weird
Yeah.
thing in the pre-verse that's just loud and kind of shows up randomly and doesn't really flow with the rest of the song.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't tell me and you just put Chad Kroeger instead of whoever this guy was, his name, Dan, in the...
Dan and Alan.
Yeah, if you put, like, him as the lead singer, I'd probably think it was a Nickelback song.
4 Year Strong is a band that I've seen the most, and so we went to go see them one time, and Alex Tanks and I stayed, and I think we were with Joe, Lawrence, Spencer, I don't know who all went, but all of us went to go see 4 Year Strong, and afterwards we waited for like an hour and a half after the show to see them. Everyone is gone.
Like, to meet them?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they were just chilling, and we saw Alan, because the other guys are still in, and at the time, we didn't really know their names, and Alex was like, oh, fuck, is that Alan or Dan? And I was like, fuck, I don't know which one. He's like, fuck it, and he's like, Dan! Dan! And he's like, what? And he's like, Alan, and he's like, oh. I was like, fucking. He's like, and Alex was like, you look like a
close.
damn. No, he was super nice about it. He signed some
Yeah.
shit. He was nice.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but anyway.
What does that have to do with the song? Or
It's
is it just a fun story
no, it's just a
time?
fun story time that you said their names and it just reminded me of it. But yeah, no, back to Sweet Kerosene. Yeah, I didn't like that song. Felt weird. It felt rushed. It felt like it had no direction. It just felt like you said like vomit. Even the breakdown. So the breakdown is super sick. I like the whole instruments. I like the feel of it. It sounds really fucking cool. And then they just add lyrics on top of it, and it just
Yeah.
I was like, dude, the one good part about the song you just fucking ruined.
Yeah, they did that with a lot of fun.
And yeah, the guitar was just again, it's one of those annoying guitar tones where it's just like ding 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 ding. It sounds like a pinball machine. It's fucking annoying.
I know, and
but-
it's like a weird thing where like
Yeah.
halfway through the verse it just kind of kicks on and it's just like
Yeah.
really weird
then
and
right
random. And I was
leading
like, where did this
yeah,
come from?
leading up to the breakdown too, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Unbreakable. I feel like I don't need to say why that song sucks. I hate songs that are like we are unbreakable. La, da, 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 da,
Yeah.
I'm strong. It's like, dude, you can literally enter that with whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying. I hate we are invincible. We are the world. We are the shining light. Come on, everybody, let's go. It's like,
Yeah.
fucking dude, get out of here.
I agree. I hated it. I think I said something. I was like, dude, these lyrics suck. And then you started singing something, and I was like, what song is that? You're like, I just made that up. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, so literally anyone can make something like this up on the spot.
Yeah.
And you were literally making up some dumb shit, and it sounded like a real song.
Yeah, it was about like sinking a ship and like.
Yeah, a singing ship and an anchor or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't remember it, but I was like, damn, okay.
What's up, buddy?
Stretchy?
He's like, yeah.
Hey,
it's
don't
not-
need the cart.
Actually, it's perfect time because we have to.
Try it.
But yeah, bring on the world. Lackluster. I mean,
Yeah.
not bring on the world. Sorry, Unbreakable. But bring on the world's my next one. I don't. Did you have one? You said you changed it. Did
No,
you have Unbreakable as well, or?
I feel like it's one of them, but I also said that Heaven wasn't built for me, and Just Drive were my other least favorites. Just Drive sucks. I don't know what it is. I just really don't like it. It felt really long and like super radio rocky, and I don't know. I remember the first time I was listening through the record, I was like, this is like the worst song. The drums
Yeah.
sound good, I think. Like the drums were sick,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. The woes in that song are terrible.
Yeah.
The woes in every song are terrible, but they were really bad in this one.
Yeah.
And then there was like, also in Just Drive, during like the little like break that they did, there was like a weird phaser or something on the guitar and it sounded like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put that in there, but it sounded terrible.
I mean, that's kind of like Bring on the World. That was my least favorite. I said this just sounds like the rest of the record, which we'll talk about a little bit, like overall feels of the record. It just felt like another just lackluster song. The woes were fucking seriously like so bad in that
They were
song.
so
It's just
bad.
real. The dude, stop with the woes is a big problem on this fucking record.
I wrote, please, good
big-
Lord, stop with the woes
Yeah,
on
like
this song
every song I
specifically.
wrote woes stop, and then
Me too.
literally I just point fuck the woes, just literally fuck the woes.
All of them. They
And-
sounded terrible.
The only good part about the song was the guitar after the breakdown. The effect on it is sick, and it was if that was on any other song, like we talked about on any
Yeah.
other album, it wouldn't sound normal. But that was the most interesting thing about the song.
It's because everything else in the
It's
song
just-
was so bad that
yeah,
the
and I was
little
like, oh,
tiniest
I was
things
like,
that
oh.
sound good were like, wow. Like in
Wow,
like
look
for
at
Bring
that.
on the Future, I wrote there was a cool bass fill.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that cool, and it wasn't even that impressive.
You mean
It's
Fight
just
the
that
Future?
was or Fight the Future.
Yeah.
Sorry, I combined Bring on the World and Fight
Yeah.
the Future. Oops. But in that song, there was like a little bass part, which in any other song I probably wouldn't have noticed. But in that, I was like, oh my god,
That's what-
I can hear the bass.
I wrote,
so I tripped out.
for Fight the Future. I was like, nice bass lick, because it's like
Even though it wasn't that
it's
cool.
little things that stick out. That's just like it's not
Yeah.
that good, but it's just compared to the rest of the record, it's like, oh, that sounds sick.
One more thing I wrote
Right.
about Bring on the World that I don't know if you agree, maybe if you listen to it again now that I told you, it sounds exactly like a Rise Against song.
Oh, yeah,
Like
when
the
you said
intro
that.
riff is really cool, but dead ass it sounds exactly like a Rise Against song.
That's funny though. I actually have to completely disagree with Just Drive.
I
Just
hated
Drive
that
sounds like it's straight out of wait, no, never mind. That's Stuck in the Middle.
song. I guess we can move on to Stuck in the Middle because that was one of my favorites.
I liked fucking Just Drive. I said the woes were hella unnecessary. That's like the song where I always talk about filler songs. It's not a filler song, but it's like a song that it's like loud, and it kind of just breaks it a little bit. And then I think they did it really good. It was kind of compared to the intro. It was definitely not as.
You made him. You made him hit his
No,
head.
I didn't.
Oh no.
No, I didn't. Anyway, and I said the bass. That's the song where the bass actually finally started to stand out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your 3 favorites?
So my 3 favorites were The Infected, Fairweather Fan, and it was a tie between Stuck in the Middle and Heaven Wasn't Built to Hold Me.
Oh, nice. I hated Heaven Wasn't Built to Hold Me. I found it extremely fucking cringe.
It's not that bad.
I
I said that was like...
We had 2 of 3.
The bass and drums were dope, and that's... Yeah, but anyway.
I said I liked Fairweather Fans as well. Stuck in the Middle, not gonna lie, is the only song I really remember. Like, I was kind of trying to... Like, I was going through this, and I was like, what was that again? And I kind of had to, like, play them again to jog my memory because they were all so bad and so forgettable. Stuck in the Middle is the only song I, like, remember on its own. Yeah. So I liked that one. And then I wrote the second song, like, the Security of the Familiar. That one wasn't bad. That was my other favorite. And it's not like it's, like, the best song I've ever heard. But... And maybe... this is another thing. It sounded like a Fall Out Boy song. So maybe I just liked it because it sounded almost exactly like a Fall Out Boy song.
Dude, I didn't like that song.
Which is probably a problem.
I said that song, it sounds like a typical pop punk song, has a really dull guitar riff drum combo in the beginning. The fucking riff in the chorus is pretty cool, but pretty much all of it is just basic and just fucking stupid.
It's kind of how...
No, not really stupid.
I did write...
I just thought it was lame.
I did write it was kind of poppy, and I said it sounds like a Dubro radio rock song to an extent, but I said the intro riff kind of sounds like Fall Out Boy, but heavier. Yeah. And the lyrics were... I don't know. I told you I think this whole album... And you said you disagreed. I said I think this whole album sounds like those fucking, like...
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound
grocery
like
store rock bands.
Like Hinder, no.
Like 3 Days Grace, or
it sounds nothing like any of them.
Nickelback.
Have you ever listened to a 3 Days Grace song?
Yeah, lots of them.
Dude, they don't sound anything like that.
It's like the same vibes.
My 3 favorite songs, like Stuck in the Middle, I said that sounded like it was straight out of a teenage, like a 90s teenage movie, like 10 Things I Hate About You.
I love that movie.
Yeah. I said it was a nice build up to the bridge. It was pretty good. The Infected, it was a loud, heavy start, a very catchy chorus.
It is super
the breakdown I liked, but it lasted like 10 seconds, not even, and I was like, "That's it." It's like kind of my only critique about the song.
Stuck in the Middle was definitely the best one. It did kind of sound like it was kind of like an 80s or 90s movie because it kind of had like that like Americana kind of style groove on it, which was pretty cool.
So Fairweather Fan, real quick, that was my other favorite. I felt like that was more like a 4 Year Strong song. Mm-hmm. They finally brought back Chance. I like the Rise of Die Trying homage they paid.
I like that too.
But yeah, that's pretty much my favorites. And then the last one, the song Only to Be Pinched, The Bolts 5.
Oh yeah,
sounded like a Foo Fighters song.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It sounded like a Foo Fighters song.
Did you like that song? Holy shit.
Just the lyrics were kind of cringy. Just the cats running around.
Or cats running around the house like a mad person.
But yeah, no, I mean, I was indifferent about it. I said it felt like a Foo Fighters song because it was a piano.
Yeah.
Doubt felt like a rocky song, not like a Hinder, like a Foo Fighters. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like this album sounded more like a Foo Fighter album than a Hinder album.
That is an insult to my senpais.
It's just, that's what it sounds like. No, I'm not saying they pulled it off, because they didn't. You know, I'll talk about that. But it sounded more like a Foo Fighters style than a Hinder style. And I feel like a lot of people would agree with me.
I don't think it sounded like Foo Fighters at all. I feel like they could pull off a Foo Fighters style.
Yeah. That's just what I think.
I heavily disagree. That's an insult to my Lord and Savior, Dave Grohl.
I'm not saying they're as good. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a Foo Fighters record.
I heavily disagree, but that's okay. I thought it sounded more like grocery store radio rock, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I actually did want to talk about the Meek Brave song because I really didn't like that at all. I thought it was... I don't know, like... One thing that annoyed me about this album is I feel like every single song, and you and I kind of talked about this, like the structure was exactly the same, to where they would have like a verse, a chorus, and then like a bridge breakdown thing, and then like another part where like all the instruments would cut out and it'd be like a weird effect or a weird vocal thing, and then the latter half of the chorus. Every single song was like that, and they did it again here. They did like that weird like break thing, and they did it so many times that by like the 5th song I was like, oh my god, no more breaks, please, please. And I hated it. It sounded so bad. That's
pretty much what I said. The whole song structure is the same. Literally, you just said it perfectly. The woes were obnoxious, and the guitar riffs were very dull. for a 4 Year Strong record like Rise or Die, Trying, Enemy of the World, the guitar riffs are amazing.
Yeah, they're hype.
And these
they're
just
good.
sounded like basic rock guitar riffs, and it just
I know
it didn't do anything.
I know I say this for like a lot when I'm like, why would I listen to this terrible song when there's this exact song that I feel like it's trying to mimic? Why would I listen to that Brave song where it starts out like the piano and then it tries to go all like heavy rock with the drums and stuff? Why would I listen to that when I could just listen to the Welcome to the Black Parade and be happy and rock out? Or I could listen to this jumbled, directionless piece of garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think why would you listen to a song or a record when you could listen to something better?
Yeah, it kind
That's
of
for
like
sure.
I feel like they were. I don't know if they're. I don't think they were trying to emulate Black Parade, but I kept thinking of. I kept thinking of examples of ways that a song has started slow and then gone in a more rock direction, like Let It Be, Hey Jude, Black Parade. Like any of those songs pulled off that concept well, and this one just felt like muddy and directionless and random and long and very try hard in my opinion.
So my thoughts are, For Your Strong, they wanted to do something new, and a lot of the fans did not like it. Me being one of them, I didn't like the direction they went. There are definitely songs on there where I think bands should do this more. Maybe this is a little Dakota rant. If you're gonna try, and I get it, if a band's are tied to a contract, they can't do this. But if you're not, you should. If you want to change your sound, put out an EP. Put out 5 songs of you trying to change your direction. Because if you're trying to go from one thing to another thing, and you're trying to make 12 songs, that's a lot of trying to get new material and everything like that. Just start small and then go bigger if you like it.
Yeah, and I think you said, like, I appreciate people trying new directions, but, like, I don't understand why they were like, we should try a new sound, and then listen to butt rock, and we're like, yes.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Not butt rock, but Foo Fighters.
No, I completely disagree. Not even close, but it's okay.
It's fun.
But yeah, I had a hard time with this album. I didn't like it very much.
Overall, what would you give it?
What did you give it?
And what did you give it?
I gave it a lower score first, but then I was like, that's too mean. It's not that bad.
What
At
was
least
your initial?
so my initial was 1.5.
Ah,
And I ended up giving it a 2 out of 5.
nice.
Because at very least the musicianship is solid, like the instruments are solid throughout, and it sounds nice. But that's kind of where it ends for me. So I was like, I guess I feel like 1.5 was too harsh.
I gave it a 3 out of 5. And the reason why, I know. I'm hella boring. I wanted to give it
when we've reviewed
a lower score. But
out of the records we've done, you're
so
giving it the same rating as
I know.
State Champs?
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. I cannot justify giving it a lower score than Around the World and Back. This record is leaps and bounds beyond Around the World and Back.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh?
And yes.
Are you serious?
Because Around the World and Back and this album had the exact same thing. Lackluster songs that literally... hear me out. They had lackluster songs in Around the World and Back, right? We trashed the record.
I did trash some of
Okay.
yes.
And then
however,
what? There were like 4 songs or 5 songs on that record that you really liked, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with this. There are 4 or 5 songs on this record that are better than the one on Around the World and Back this year. Fairweather Fan is better than what's that song? See, I can't even remember the song.
disagree. All You Are Is History.
All You Are Is History. Yeah.
Bro, no.
Fairweather Fan is way better than that.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, bro,
Yeah.
no. Completely different. Because out of the 11 songs in Around the World and Back, like 7 of them were good.
No.
Yes, 7.
No.
Dude, no, honestly,
No.
because I still have my Around the World and Back notes. Like, bro, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, I do too.
6 songs
No.
on Around the World and Back.
No, you're lying.
Minus All or Nothing are fucking
Okay.
stellar
Let's
songs.
see. 1.
There's one good song.
2,
There's one song on here that really is standout.
1,
And out of the 12
2,
tracks,
3.
they all sound the same.
All
and
You Are
State Champs are very they all sound different. They're distinguished. It's fresh. It's unique. Every song on this album sounds the fucking same.
Hell no, it's not all unique.
From
I
itself.
literally said the same thing. This is a prime pop punk album. It is basic as fuck. But this is like the first time we've actually disagreed heavily on something on the thing. Yeah. I cannot with a good conscience give a 4 Year Strong, and I'm not holding 4 Year Strong, I cannot give a 4 Year Strong record a lower score than a State Champs record.
God, I disagree so much.
This is great because now we have something for the fans to talk about in the comment section below. Like, what do you guys think?
Everybody debated.
And don't go saying, "Oh, State Champs No, I'm just kidding.
What?
You're not doing it. I was like, don't go saying your state chance is better because you will think Derek's hot.
I do think Derek is hot, but I don't think I hate their new music. This album was not it. Not at all. I didn't like it. Yeah, 2 out of 5, and I even initially gave it a 1.5.
3 out of 5.
But I felt bad. Jesus. Well, this album's lucky to get a 2 because I was gonna give it a lower score, and it barely pulled it off by competent production, I guess. But yeah, sorry boys, huge miss. I did not like this album. I had a very hard time listening to it. Here's a question of the video. Which album is better? Around the World and Back, or Way, Shape, or Form, and why?
In some way.
In some way, shape, or form, and why is Around the World and Back better? Thank you.
Nice. Wait, no. Song you should listen to on this record is Fairweather Fan.
Song you should listen to on this album is Stuck in the Middle.
Yeah. Did I say on this band?
Song, I think I might have too.
Oh shit. Either way, song on the record, Fairweather Fan.
Songs you should listen to, Stuck in the Middle, Fairweather Fan. Songs you shouldn't listen to, literally every other song.
Disagree. Let us know in the comments what you think. Who's right, Maggie or me?
Guinness is sitting on me. She came to support me.
Or you just say they both suck. All right.
Say bye.
Later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. So, Alex, Thanks and I, we saw 4 Years Strong. I've seen 4 Years Strong. That's the band I've seen the most. I've seen them probably 8 or 9 times. You want to keep that in? You vaping?
Doesn't matter.
Which is kind of a weird thing to do in a video.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know. Like, don't you think it's weird to just vape in a video?
Joe Rogan smokes weed in his videos.
Yeah, but it's like a fucking live video. How many times has Cody Cole vaped?
I'm mad he fucking smokes though.